Recently, there was a fire. We know as South Africans, there was a devastating fire that tore through UCT. Now, I'm sure you're not only aware of that, but some of your members and some of the students were very much affected. What were your thoughts when you first heard that this was going on?
Yeah, so I actually live right near the campus and I am in Cape Town right now. So I was here when everything was happening. And it was really frightening and so sudden. And I don't know that the media coverage necessarily showed what we were seeing on campus, but it was very, very severe. And I think more than anything, there was a lagging reaction because many of us were not aware of just how serious the fire was when it first started. So we noticed sort of like a localized spot on the mountain, and mountain fires are not uncommon here, so I don't think we really worried. And then as the day progressed, we noticed there was smoke in our apartment, in Claremont, Rondebosch, Obbs, different suburbs, and that the fire was actually spreading onto campus and onto Morebury, where I stay as well. And I think we actually had a church down the road, a section of it had been burned by the fire. So it was very, very traumatic. But I think as traumatic as it was, thankfully, we are at a stage now where, we have thrown ourselves into the process of healing and rebuilding. As far as the UCT correspondence indicates, insurance assessments are underway. They did sort of pause school for this past week, but we will commence again on the 26th, and certain students have even moved back to residences that didn't sustain too much damage. So yeah, Cape Town, I think the city really came through. The support and the donations were overwhelming. I mean, from therapy to accommodation to food to supplies, it was made readily available. So I'd like to say a big, big thank you to the firefighters and people who volunteered everywhere. And I'd also like to just offer a word of encouragement to students and any affected families. We definitely recognize and feel their loss and understand what a horrific time it was. And as a city, we're there to help them, and we've demonstrated that, and it will continue. So yeah.
No, fantastic. I think what I'm getting is that from such a devastating disaster, there was a lot of coming together and rallying around one cause, and that was for the safekeeping of the students and also hurrying them back to normalcy, back to when they can feel safe again. That's what I'm getting, yeah.
Yeah, that is so true. And I think we were all so overwhelmed by the way in which the city used something that was so traumatic and again unexpected to really rally behind each other. And it was touch and go at first because UCT didn't expect a fire on Sunday that would destroy, the campus and half the residences.
Yeah,
So students
yeah.
were displaced for a bit. But yeah, they stayed in accommodation at hotels, restaurants everywhere, opened themselves up to letting us eat for free. And they really, I mean, the city went above and beyond. I think at the end, I think last week even they had to stop asking for donations because there was so much stuff. So they've ceased accepting any donations right now. But that just is a testament to how much the city rallied behind students.